All right, you come home 24, and then you home for how long?
Yeah, probably like 60 days. Probably like
60 days.
yeah,
And what happened?
just some knucklehead. I feel as though like even though it was like you feel me better than the first situation, it was just some ass. Like I just ride in the car somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, and it would just well it wasn't no running, it wasn't no you feel me, it wasn't no getting out nothing. So you feel me? I had a gun, and basically we had to find out if it was going to be my gun or whose gun it was going to be
Right,
because we're going to have to go to court and see.
right.
Right.
And how many people was with you in that car that day?
It was three people including myself, so two other people.
Right. And one of those people was Bills.
Right.
Rest in peace. Tell me about him and your relationship. First, tell me about how you met Bills, because this situation in this story is actually crazy. So tell me how you met Bills.
Yeah, man. I met Bills. Damn, when did I meet Bills? I met Bills a long time ago for real. Like we was kids, like um at Stanley Park we met initially, but you feel me, we had met again when we was older through a mutual friend and but when we had met, he kind of just he was one of the only people who kind of like fed my vision that I had going on. I wouldn't necessarily say fed, but like he pushed like
Yeah,
he
he
ain't
he
say it
saw the
was
vision
wrong.
with you.
Yeah, he saw what I was trying to do, and he wasn't one of them like, oh man, you corny down the highway, nigga, ain't none
Hmm.
of that shit like that. Like he embraced me, you feel me? He brought me he had brought me like full circle, made me feel welcome.
Yeah, and as men, you know, some men born with confidence, some men grow to have confidence,
Right.
some men never have confidence. You know what I'm saying? And we the type of people. Matter of fact, I'm gonna speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, it seemed like I'm confident, but at a certain time in my life, you know, I didn't have it, and it
Right.
was people like you that boosted it. Like, yo, you that. And it seemed like he was that for you at a specific time. Like, no, I see what you got going on, bro. You that.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Like definitely like he definitely encouraged me to, like keep doing the shit that I was doing musically. And he kind of like reassured me like on the other tip like things wasn't really like the way I had it in my mind like although like the tragedy that had happened like I feel as though like I'd just be a little bit more like on bullshit sometimes. So like I
Yeah,
just, haven't really been on that as much since we, got to talking and he explained like,
yeah,
how to be a little bit more rather than, you feel
yeah.
me, the way I was.
And I want to get to the tragic part that you're speaking of, but I want to first lay out, you know what I'm saying, your relationship. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You met him as a kid.
Hmm.
That's one of your friends that you're like, damn, this nigga believe in you, and you love a person like that. You know what I'm saying? Official people, they appreciate and love and embrace those people that believe in them, right?
Right.
So you meet him, and a little while later, he gets locked up,
Hmm.
right? Now, uh, how long did he get locked up for?
Bills was probably locked up for like 8 or 9 years.
8 or 9 years.
Yeah, like 8 or 9 years. Yep.
Right. And,
Almost 10.
and mind you, he's a kid himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was in for a serious situation. And shout out to Bills because he didn't think about telling, he just stand up, right?
Right, right, right.
So y'all get locked up in that situation. I'm talking fast forward to 2024. You 60 days out of jail. You just did 2 years.
Right.
Y'all locked up for that gun situation. It's your
Hmm.
gun.
Yeah.
He get locked up with you. Now go from there.
Yeah, so once we get locked up and we know what comes with that like us being into what we into and but when it came down to it, I talked to him, I let him know, he said like you feel me, we could stick it out, you feel me, we feel they can't charge everybody with a single gun, so they gonna have to let who they gonna go home and they gonna charge who they gonna charge who as though they feel is in possession. And they was gonna say it was, you know, mine because it was
Closest to you?
one, it was closest to me, and two, I just recently came home like the shortest, so
Right.
like, you know, and it's a major charge. It's not like it's a, you
Yeah.
know, a skimpy little rinky dink slap on the butt, slap on the wrist,
Yeah.
like go ahead. Nah, it's like
Okay.
some big, so they gonna try to stick that on me for anybody else.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, we just talked it out. I just told him like, you feel me, like I'm gonna just send you, your baby mom home. You feel me? Y'all do y'all. Just make sure I'm cool. Feel me? And we're gonna do it like that.
Right. And he gets home
Right.
and something happens.
Yeah.
Explain what happens.
I guess you just the worst case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. Like, feel me? And bro, he was outside. He was doing him, chilling. You feel me? And them, you feel me? They came through there. So you know, they had him, and you know he had passed away.